everyone, and welcome to You Remind Me with Marcus and
Jade.
how has everyone been? I know we missed a week, but we are back. And so let's just jump straight into it actually. How have you been?
I've been alright. I've been alright. I've actually, for once, actually been alright. But I don't know. Do you ever get it when you feel like that you're filled with anxiety, but you don't know why you're filled with anxiety?
Yes, I
Like, I
know
don't know what I'm
exactly
anxious
what you
about,
mean.
but
Yeah,
it's like my whole body is anxious, and I don't
yeah,
actually know. Like, there's nothing. Like sometimes it could be like, I don't know. You've got to potentially do something later, which is making you a bit like
yeah,
whatever, or you haven't got enough money in your account for this. Like, there's nothing there
yeah. But
that I'm
there's
actually.
nothing that you can be like, oh, I'm going to tick that off, and then my
Yeah, once
anxiety
I've
is
done it, it's
gone.
done. I don't know what it
Yeah.
is, but I've just like these days, like the past kind of week or two, I've just been having these like bouts of anxiety, but I don't actually know what it's from,
Hmm.
which is really weird to me because it's like I'm not actually upset. I'm not actually, and nothing's triggering me or anything like that that I know of. It's just, it's just there.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't know.
crazy. It's like, how can I don't know how you pinpoint it. What do you
Yeah,
do?
because
Is
it's
it an anxiety of maybe getting orders done and you don't realize that it's always in the back of your
no,
mind
because
or
they're all
something like
done.
that? Do you know? This is
So
what I
it's
mean.
like
Yeah,
I do them like pretty much the second they come in, unless they've got loads, they're pretty much done
yeah.
on that
Or are
day
you
and sent
anxious
out.
that people will like your product, if you know what I mean, and not getting any refunds?
Yeah, it
That
could be
kind of
that, and
thing.
or it could be maybe that I'm trying to see how I'm going to elevate it next year,
Oh, okay.
and there's
So you're kind of
so it
thinking
might be that,
ahead.
yeah. So it's like,
Yeah.
how am I going to elevate it to the point where I'm like I stand out? Because there's so many people doing a similar
This
thing to
is the
me.
thing. It's such a hard because everyone brought a cricket
Right,
in the lockdown.
right,
Everyone is printing on stuff. So you kind of have to make it a niche thing and be like, this is
exactly,
my thing.
exactly.
Hello. Yeah.
And it's like when I
Yeah.
first ever started doing this, like no one really had it. So
Yeah.
it was very easy. So no one really had, but now everyone's got one. Everyone and their mother's got
Yes.
one, and
Yeah.
everyone's got all the machines and all this stuff. So it's like I don't know how I'm going to elevate it, but I've got different ideas. But it's like, how do I elevate it to the point where
Hmm.
I'm like standing out now because
That's the thing,
mine
isn't
is
it?
now the. Do you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
maybe that's what's giving me anxiety.
Yeah.
Maybe that's it.
It's
But other
just
than
because
that,
you're thinking ahead and you're
yeah,
like, oh,
I'm
what?
fine.
Yeah.
Like it's just like yeah,
Sorry. I had to
yeah,
cough then.
yuck. But other than that, no, I've been alright. I went to Peckham the other day though.
Oh, what did you do in Peckham?
I went to that Prince of Peckham.
Oh, you didn't
Yeah.
even tell me.
Well, I was going to, but you had a show,
What
and then
time was it?
well, it was in the evening. It was like 10 o'clock. It was on. It was when I say the other day. It was like,
I was at home. I would have been at home. We finished at 9:30. So
oh.
I could have passed on the way.
Well, do you know what it was? By the time, because I was with Paul, and then
Oh,
he was
okay.
like, "Oh yeah, why don't you tell Marcus?" I was like, "Oh no, he's got a show." I was like, "Well, I'll see what time we're here
Even
till."
so, it was down the road. I could have
And
been.
I was like, "I'll see what
I
time we're
remember.
here till, and then like if we're here like a little bit later, then I'll let him know."
Yeah.
But then obviously by that time we were there a little bit later. I was past the point of letting anyone know
And
anything. So.
you were there at the DJ, like, can you play Come On, Eileen?
Oh, I'm not even gonna expose myself to the shame that happened to me.
Oh,
I'll tell
God.
you after. I
Oh,
can't even
okay,
expose the
okay.
shame, Marcus.
No, you're
I'm
joking. I
telling
need
you,
to hear
the
this.
shame that happened to me. I've never felt so. I don't even know if I'm gonna go back there.
No, you're lying.
don't, I don't even know if I'll ever go back there. The shame that happened to me. Yeah,
Oh, my God.
I can't expose myself yet. Maybe next year.
Okay.
Maybe next year, guys.
Yeah.
I'll
Oh,
remember this moment when I tell you the shame I had with
God.
Prince of Peckham. And
Yes.
yeah,
Well, we
maybe.
need to hear this story, but I need to hear it once we're off this. I need to hear this.
Oh, it's
Oh
bad.
my God.
It's yeah. But anyways, that was my week, and yeah, it was
Oh,
fun.
wow.
Yeah. Anyways, how about
Well,
you?
I'm good. Well, we're filming on a Monday, aren't we, here?
Hmm.
But this is my day off. But I'm knackered. Like, we've been doing all week is 10 o'clock shows, but we have had the evening to ourselves. But I know get up for the dog and stuff like that, but it's different. I get up for the dog, I walk him, then I kind of go back to bed with my coffee
Yeah,
and get
just
up
chill for a bit.
slowly.
Yeah,
But this is no, get out your bed, go straight to work, and then big singing at 10 o'clock on the dot.
I know.
Like, it's a lot.
And you've had like quite a big break in between
Yes.
shows as well, so it's like getting
Yeah,
yourself back into
exactly. And getting that stamina back and
yeah,
all that kind of stuff. Even though it is panto and you can play and it's not as strict as musical theatre where you're like
yeah.
bam, bam, bam. So you are able to play and do stuff. And it's nice to have the school
Mm.
kids there and etc. etc. But yes, I'm tired. I said, wow, but it's been great. It's been great. We kind of we what would I say? I would say like we finally kind of got there now with the show because obviously it's with children
Yeah.
and stuff like that. We are still having a few troubles. Like, child, we're still in darkness in some places, and we've been doing the show for 2 weeks. I said, what the fuck
Is
is
it?
going on?
Is most of the people there, like even the kids and like the production team and stuff, have they worked in like musical theatre before?
No, so what would I say? Theatre Peckham is mainly like it does plays and it has like its
Mm.
own fringe and stuff like that. So it is professional,
Yeah.
but the way they do the panto is that they get the kids involved from their stage school and from around Peckham and stuff like that.
Okay.
But I'm gonna be bad now actually and be like, there's better kids out there.
Yeah, but they're probably trying to do what
Do
they
you
can
know
for the
what I
community
mean?
and
Like
whatever.
from working with other kids and being like, wow, the professionalism. Oh, sorry, no, I didn't understand either. I couldn't even bloody talk then. The professionalism,
Yeah.
professionalism,
Professionalism.
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 However you say
Yeah,
the damn
whatever it
word.
is. Yeah, that word.
Yeah. Yeah, is just down the drain. Like, there's no one to go. There is people to go, but like, they've got chaperones,
Yeah.
but the chaperone just stands there. Like yesterday, for both shows, the kids were talking loud side of stage, and we're on stage, like, giving our best performances.
Yeah.
I have to turn side of stage and be like, can you be quiet in a scene? Like, this shouldn't be happening. So I had to go
Yeah.
and tell the kids and be like, look, this can't be happening. We are a company, because they always keep saying, oh, the adult company are so separate from us. They never really get, I get involved. I try and go and do a warm up with them once in a while, which is true. Like, maybe we are a bit separate because we have been rehearsing with each other and there's only 5 of us. So
they're kids.
exactly, we're not going to be your
We're not
best
gonna be
friends.
chatting,
Like, the way they go on, like at the beginning, there was two little girls who just kept going on in my neck, and I was just like, I wanted to be like, fuck off, you little fuckers. Like the way them kids going on, oh, this, oh, what, you ain't got no friends. I said, shut up.
I can't work with kids.
Oh,
And what is
my
this? I don't
God.
understand this, right? I don't understand where kids are getting this thing from. It must be on YouTube. Because my kids said it to me. Mum, right, you got friends.
Oh,
what do you?
yeah.
What is it your business? Just because people don't just come in the house every minute and don't just
Exactly.
talk about what is it your business?
Oh.
Like, you don't know what I actually do. What you see Uncle Paul, yeah, and you see
Yeah.
like these people, yeah, but you don't know if I've got loads of friends. I haven't, but
still,
you don't know
but
that.
I'm one of your friends. Like, you're here
Do you know
now.
what I mean?
Do you know
don't
what I mean?
know that. So what are you telling me I ain't got no friends for? And let me tell you something. You think, oh yeah, all my friends, you're kiki in school. Watch when you turn 20 and see where all your friends are.
Exactly.
Tell me you've got so many friends then.
You might be lucky if you
Right.
keep that one friend.
Exactly.
From
See,
when you were in
you
school.
get to my age and you tell me
Yeah.
or like you even want all those friends, because believe me, as you get older, you realise the less people you got around you, the less drama you have,
and the better it
your
is.
life
Yeah.
is. Because you don't need all these
It's
fucking
so
30,
true.
30 friends that,
Yeah.
oh yeah, then 1 minute this one's talking about you, everyone knows your fucking business,
Yeah.
blah, 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 blah. No, I'm alright. I'm alright with my small people
Yeah.
that I've got around me, the ones that I can trust. I'm okay. I don't need everyone.
That is exactly what I say.
Yeah.
Like, I was always thinking to myself, because I'm such a person who's like, oh, come on, let's be friends here.
Yeah.
And which we're both the same.
Yeah.
But like, we know when it's a true friend.
Yeah, and there's people I will talk about
Yeah.
stuff, and there's people that I just
Yeah.
want to go out and drink with. It's just that simple.
Exactly. This is the thing.
Like,
But yeah, we have friends, children, so
yeah,
just calm your
mind
little selves.
business. You ain't got no fucking friends. What party were you invited to, idiot?
Exactly. You can't drink
You
and
can't-
you can't smoke. Imagine.
You went to
Like,
one party for an hour. What did
innit?
you do? I went out all night. Thank you.
Bye, kids.
Enjoy.
But yeah, go. Imagine. So petty. But those kids, I just was like, I've had enough. And then it went higher because they were saying it to one of the girls as well. And the girl was like, I can't take this anymore. They're bringing me down. I said, wow. When a kid can bring... Because kids do not give a fuck
No,
what
and
comes
they
out
just
their
say-
mouth.
They just say
Do you
it.
know what I mean? Like, you feel like, oh, I'm having a skinny day, they'll be like, why are you so fat?
Yeah.
You say, oh my God, I'm back at square one
Do you
again.
know what? With that, right? Because I've tried. Because Noah's very, very much like that.
Oh, is he?
He just says what he sees and what he thinks. Right? He's
Oh,
very, very much like that. And I'm trying to find a balance, but between letting him be like that because that's his
yes. Yeah,
personality,
yeah, yeah.
but then letting him know when actually there's some stuff that you can't really say. That
Yes.
there's
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
it can hurt someone's feelings or this, and I get it. Like there was a time he was at school, and then it's not even funny. Some woman said to him like to do something, and he was like, "Yeah, but you're fat." I wasn't there. They
Oh,
went to thingy,
yeah.
and he was just like, "I'm really sorry." Like, but then he came to me and he was like, "But it was
I
true.
was telling her the
It
truth.
was yeah." And I
Yeah.
was like, "I get that, but." That's just not how we navigate life as adults.
Yes.
Like I get that. Yeah, you have said what you see,
Yeah.
but that's
But
just
I,
not how, as an adult, you would navigate because
yeah.
you could really hurt someone's feelings by saying that. And yeah, it is true. Like, yeah, they are
But
bigger.
then you have to hold that shit to
Yeah,
yourself.
but it's
Yeah.
like when like sometimes I see people and I think yuck, but I don't just
Yeah.
go out there and just say yuck. I say that in my head and I keep it
It's
moving.
so true. I walk in the street and because I'm a lone wolf there looking for love, and I'm like, fucking hell, how are them two together?
Yeah, but
Do you
you're
know
never
what I
gonna go
mean?
to someone and say
And be
that.
like, babes,
Yeah,
how did you find it?
yeah. So it's just like
Imagine. Oh,
you've got to have that balance between where yeah you can say stuff and you
yeah,
can have your own minds and you can have your own opinion, but there's still a balance of no
yeah,
that's rude or you that will come across very rude if you say that to someone and or it's just not even rude, it's just unnecessary.
yeah. But I feel like hopefully when he said it to the teacher, she might have reacted in a way that
Yeah,
he
no,
was
well,
like, oh, maybe I shouldn't say
well,
that.
to be fair, I was like, you know what? There's a difference between parent. It wasn't a teacher; it was a parent that said something to him.
Oh, okay,
There's a difference between
okay.
parents because the way that she approached their dad was just like, oh, he just said that to me, and blah. She didn't say anything to him. She just went and approached dad. I
Oh,
was like, there ain't no damn way a kid's coming up to me and calling me fat, and I'm not gonna look in your
and
face and
not
say,
say something.
your
Yeah,
mother, your mother,
imagine.
and I'm gonna go to the other to the
Yeah,
parent, and I'm just gonna say to them, like, I won't be rude, but I'm just gonna say, listen, like, what your son has said to me has offended me, and I
yeah,
would prefer if you could speak to them about that. Like, do you know what I mean? Because obviously you don't know what kids are going on and
yeah,
whatever. Some kids just have other stuff going on, but I would just be like, you need to talk to your child. I
yeah.
won't just go in and be like, oh,
Do you feel like you have to, you know how you train a dog almost?
yeah,
Like, if they do something bad, you have to kind of address it then and there because they forget about it if it
yeah,
happens. If you come back and it's an hour later,
that's it. So
do you know what I mean? You have
he
to
won't
address
remember it.
it.
Yeah, so you have
Yes.
to talk to him there,
Yeah.
or you have to make sure that he knows that we're going to talk about it when we get in the car.
Yes.
Like you can't
Yeah,
just
yeah,
leave
yeah.
it
And
and
be
then be
like,
like,
no, that's not the right thing to do.
yep,
We are going to talk about it. Then he'll be like, okay, it's
that's it. Yeah,
highlighted in his brain.
and
Like,
you can't
I've done
drag
something
it
wrong.
out. I realised that. Like,
Yes.
I was a very draggy out parent. Like, I've recently realised you can't drag it out because
Yeah.
like Jaden got in trouble with school the other day, and I was like, oh, he's not going to come to the panto. He's not doing this, blah blah. And I sat there and I thought, okay, well, I spoke to him. He's now apologised to the teacher, and he's done this and
Mm,
he's done that, and he seems, like sorry, and
yeah.
he doesn't. He seems like he's not going to do it again. So if I now drag this out for another week, like it's not that big. Do you know what I mean? It's not
Yeah.
that it doesn't work. It's not worthy of that bigger
This is
punishment.
the thing. It's kind of like, is grounding worth it nowadays?
No, I don't think it is.
Like,
I think like to me, like my grounding is they're not allowed YouTube at the weekend because they're only allowed YouTube at the weekend.
oh, okay.
So for me, if they act up, you get a chance. Okay, cool. You
Yeah.
get another chance. Okay, cool. Third chance, it's done, and now you've lost YouTube.
Yeah.
But you lose it from Friday. Then you carry on. Okay, now you've lost it Saturday as well. You
Oh,
carry on.
okay.
You've lost it Sunday. So now you've got the whole weekend no YouTube.
Yeah. And
Want to
they're like
carry on?
twiddling
Then you've
finger.
got 2 weeks.
Oh,
Do you know what I mean? So
yes.
then we'll go
Yeah,
the
yeah,
next
yeah.
Friday and we'll carry on like that. So
Yeah.
that's basically my grounding because other than that, they're always with me anyway. They don't really go out. Like Jaden went to Blue Wall the other day, but
Oh, by himself.
yeah.
How did you feel?
Oh, it was alright, but
Oh, okay.
like because he's like he goes that way anyway. Like,
Oh, okay.
but I said to him, "What did you buy?" Because he had my card. So
give him a big card.
no, his dad put money on my card.
Oh, okay.
But he said he had my
But you
card.
put enough so you know he's
Yeah,
not gonna
yeah,
just
yeah.
like bap, 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 bap. Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
then I said, "What you buying boots?" He said, "Oh, I bought toothpaste." I said, "What?"
Yeah.
He bought toothpaste, Marcus.
Why?
I don't know. You know that High Smile? You can sponsor us if you
Oh,
like.
the high. Oh, I'd love a look. Is it
Yeah.
good?
Well, I don't really. Well, he's bought it, but to me, I can't use it as toothpaste because he's bought one that's like mango. So it just tastes like mango.
Yeah.
So
But they say it's good because it's purple, isn't it? And then
no,
it's
this one's just white. It looks like a bit like
oh, I thought it was meant to be purple, and then it
I
kind of
don't know
like
which one he bought.
corrects your
Yeah, I
the
don't
color.
know. I don't know which one he bought, but it was $6.99,
Oh,
and he
it's
bought
gone
it.
down.
And I said to him, "Wait, so you don't even brush your teeth every?" I'm shouting at you to brush your teeth, but you're out here buying toothpaste for what? Every day I'm shouting at you. Every day he gets taxed now to brush his teeth because he just stands there chewing it. So
Oh,
he's going through like 3 toothbrushes a week. So now he has to buy his own toothbrushes. So I'm like, I will replace it at the time that I'm replacing toothbrushes.
yeah.
But other than that, if you have to replace it in between,
You have
you
to
now
buy
have to
it.
buy
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
So because I was like, it's ridiculous.
Why is he cheating? So those toothbrushes that look like the bristles are all out there.
Yeah.
That's how.
So he's literally
Wow.
he's in there 2 minutes because I usually put a timer on, and then I'm like, when
Yes.
the timer
Yeah.
goes off, you come out. But he's in there for the
Just
2 minutes, just chewing it. But I'm like, but you're in the fucking room anyway. You're in there anyway. It's
wow.
not like you're going somewhere else. You're in there anyway. Why not just brush your teeth and get over and done with it?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Do you reckon he might have brought the toothpaste to kind of impress you? If you know what I mean?
No,
Like,
I
or
think
like,
him
oh
and his
mum, look,
friends were just had money and then we said, what can we buy and blah blah. Because they
let's
weren't
buy
there because the
anything.
sidemen were there. You know the sidemen.
No, I don't know what
It's
that
like
is.
is it KSI? I want to say KSI. I don't know, but I want to say KSI.
Like the
You know,
prime kind of
yeah,
people.
you know like
Oh,
those kind of like
okay.
they're like a group. And they do like
Oh.
YouTube and stuff like that.
Oh,
But
I've
they've got
never heard of
yeah,
them.
they've got a shop in Bluewater, and
Oh.
I think one of them. I don't know which one it was. One of them was there, so that's why they wanted to go to Bluewater this weekend because they're like YouTubers and
Oh.
stuff like that. But so then but I was like, so you bought toothpaste, but you didn't buy nothing from that fucking shop that you went there to see. You couldn't like because he had like maybe 40 quid. So I was like, you could have even bought like a T-shirt or something from the shop that you went to go and see, but you bought $6.99 toothpaste that now I'm going to use. You basically just bought stuff for me.
Yeah. Well, maybe that's what I'm saying. He knew what he was doing.
No, I wouldn't have bought that one. I wouldn't have bought
Oh
Mango.
no.
I wouldn't have bought
But he
Mango.
tried. He
He did
tried.
try.
So you've got to look at it in a different light.
I know,
Like,
bless him. He's asking me what I want for Christmas. I was like, Jen, you can't actually afford what I want. I said to him, oh, one day, like you'll be able to
Yeah.
buy mummy presents. He said, oh no. Well, basically, I said to Daddy, you've got to take me to buy you stuff, and I was just like,
oh, okay. Let's see if Daddy does it.
yeah. But what I want isn't in blue water.
Oh, okay.
It's
Are they only
online.
going blue? Oh, well, he can. He's always on his phone, so let
Yeah.
the man just do and send it to the house.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Send Shaden tonight.
Yeah,
Send him a
yeah.
whole
And we're like,
list.
here you go. Imagine if you got it all though.
Oh no, he wouldn't do that. He will only
Wow.
do that when he's in a good mood with me. But right
Yeah.
now, yeah.
Mm. Oh
But yeah.
god.
Anyways, that's my week. Your
Yeah,
week.
and that's my week as well.
Yeah.
Just knackered and yeah, we're here.
Surviving.
Yeah, just trying out on these streets.
Don't forget, guys, you can find us on Instagram if you want to get in touch at you_remind me.
And also, don't forget to subscribe.
Send us a DM, starlings. We'll always get back.
Love ya. Go
Right.
ahead.
So we're back. I'm going to do a bit of news. I don't think it's news, but it's like a bit of like TikTok culture, whatever.
Yeah.
No, these TikTok things that you see and blah, blah, blah. But anyways, have you heard of like the red lamp theory?
What do you mean red lamp?
So it's like
theory?
one of those kind of like, like people say like Mandela theory.
Oh
and all
yes,
that stuff,
yeah,
like,
yeah,
and all that
yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
It's one of those. So basically there was like a story and it was on like Reddit, I think it was.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
And it was this guy and he basically, I might be getting all these bits wrong, but this is like the basic synopsis of it. But he basically got assaulted. So someone punched him, like this like young jock or whatever punched him and he passed out.
Okay.
And then he woke up and then was like, oh, okay, well, that really hurt. And then woke up, went back to college, whatever, meets this girl. They end up getting married. Long story short, they end up getting married. They end up having kids. They like.
Oh, so
start
you
living-
lived the whole
they-
life.
Yes, they're just living the whole
Okay.
life together. They get married. They have their kids. They're blah, blah, blah. They're living their life. They're enjoying it. They're so happy. Good job. Good whatever. Then he notices that there's a red lamp in the lounge. And he's like, this lamp just doesn't look right. Like, it just doesn't look
Yeah.
right.
It's like ringing a bell. Like
Yeah, so he's just like, it doesn't look right, whatever. So then he carries on, and then each day, like, keeps getting worse, and he's like, nah. And he starts to consume him, basically. His red lights. His wife ends up leaving with the kids, and blah, blah, blah. Anyway, so that on one day, he goes and approaches his red light. After he's approached his red light, he wakes up.
From a coma.
Yeah, or some, I don't know how it is. I didn't really like look into it. So he wakes up, and basically this whole life that he's actually lived, that is 10 year, 20 years
It's not
span,
real.
is not real. So then he goes through life extra, like once he's woken
Again.
up, and he's like, but I'm still having flashbacks of my family. It was so real. Like my family, I had a family, I had a wife, I had kids, and he's like, I dream about my son,
Wow.
like my actual son. I dream about him every night. I miss them. I miss them. And then basically, it's like basically saying like, so obviously like it's quite dark. So it's like any moment something could happen like that. I don't know, like you fall down the
Yeah.
stairs or whatever, you pass out, and then he's like, do you know what I mean? It's like one of those things
Yeah.
like you don't actually know if it's real life or it's not.
If it's not.
So what you like right now? Are you actually living in real life or are you in the
This
red
is the
light?
thing. Well, this is where people are kind of like, I think we do live multiple lives. We don't just live once.
Yeah, see, I do as well because I have not flashbacks, but I have like senses of me in different houses. And I'm
Okay.
like, it's like I'll be sitting there and I'll be like, I've been in my own house at a kitchen island
But that's
with big,
deja
massive
vu,
white
isn't it?
windows. Like I wake up and I've got these big, massive white, like big, massive windows with like white veils and all this.
Yes. Oh, okay. Big house you
Yeah,
have
like
then.
big house. And
Oh.
it's like, but like when I think about it, it's like I've actually had that before. Or I've actually been in that before.
Yeah, yeah,
But then I,
yeah.
I actually haven't, like what I know
Yes.
of.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But it's
But
like
it's so vivid
it's
there.
so
Yeah,
vivid
yeah.
that it's like when I think about these things, I'm like, I've actually lived that life before. But I don't
I
know.
reckon people have, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, we definitely do.
I don't think that I don't know. But then like how they say um like like some of the bad things that happen to you in life now is maybe something that you did to someone else or something
Yes, in a
in a
previous
previous
life.
life
Yeah,
or it's a
yeah,
bit of
yeah.
do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then I'm like, I know plenty of people that have been very bad to people and they get
Mm.
fucking good karma all the time. They're living, and I think this is really hard for a lot of people to, like, I don't know if you've got an ex or a mum
Hmm.
or auntie or whoever that's just been nasty and horrible to loads of multiple people in your life, and then you just see them and they're living their best life and you're struggling.
This is the thing,
And you're
isn't
like,
it?
what the fuck is going
What are
on?
people doing right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you're a horrible person.
Mm.
You're not nice to anyone.
But the horrible people always
They
win.
just win.
They're always
And it's
winning.
like, but then the nice people, like, don't get me wrong, I'm not particularly very, very extremely nice. I'm not horrible, but you know what I mean? I'm
Yeah.
not particularly like, oh my God, I'm like the nicest person ever.
Mm.
But I'm a lot better than some of the people that are doing fucking really
Exactly.
bad and doing better than me in life.
It's crazy. How do you know, like how, I don't know how to explain it, like celebrities and stuff like that. How do people not choose, but like, how are they chosen? I might say
I
to
always
be.
think
Do you know
that.
what I mean? Like, how? Why is Beyonce allowed to be Beyonce?
Yeah,
And why has she been chosen to be the
the
big, well,
person,
the
yeah.
quote unquote, the person who everyone loves and
Yeah.
is this big star? And if she shits gold, some people start shitting gold because she's
Yeah.
a trendsetter, apparently, kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? Like,
I don't really
why are we
understand it.
chosen to live certain different lives? Like, for instance, why is someone homeless
Yeah.
for some reason? Like, because I was actually thinking the other day, it sounds like silly, but there is reason for homelessness and there isn't reason for homelessness, because
Yeah.
all you have to do is ask for help. But I know sometimes the help isn't there.
So my
So
mum used to work with homeless people. My mum said, she was like, there's a lot of homeless people. Obviously, there's drugs and there's family
Mhm.
breakdowns and stuff like that, and there's reasons behind it.
yeah,
But she was like, the longer people are homeless, the harder it is to rehabilitate them
because they're so used
because they're
to.
so used to being outside.
Yeah,
So like she was like, I worked with a man and we got him a house like in a little sheltered
and he's sleeping in the
accommodation,
garden.
and he literally within like 2 weeks left and went back to the streets, and because he's so
Oh.
used to being.
Yeah, it's your environment, isn't it? It's you're
that's
just so.
now his environment.
Yeah.
He hasn't been inside a house for
Yeah.
a very long time, and he hasn't had all of the amenities that he now has. So he's used to, how like it's like everything. Like when you're used to something, it's easier for you to be in that. Do you know what
Yes.
I mean?
Yeah. Exactly.
But
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know, and I think in this country, it's not even in this country. I think a lot of it's pride,
Yes. Yeah.
and we do
It's
have
so true.
too much pride. So it's like, I don't know, like we've all probably been in places where we've struggled, whether it's with money, whether it's with mental
Yeah.
health, whether it's with whatever. But you don't want to ask for help because
Yeah.
of your pride, and you think, no, I can't be seen to be asking for help. Do you know
But
what I
would
mean?
you say that is a very English way to look at stuff? Because we're not very outspoken as English people.
Mm,
And like in America, I know there's still homelessness and stuff like that, but people are more abrupt and
Mm.
and they're able to say what's on their mind then and there, if you know what I mean. So is that us as English people kind of like, we're too scared
Maybe
to
because I
we don't want to annoy someone, or like
I
we don't
think,
want to
and
step
as
on
well,
anyone's toes.
I think maybe we live. It's easier for us here to live a lie because I think we all know people that particularly live a different life to actually what they can afford or what they are.
Yes. Yeah,
And
yeah,
we all
yeah.
know people that are like
Yeah.
that. And it's like,
Yeah.
but why are you living that lie? Like, who are you impressing? Because you're not
Yeah.
impressing me.
No, exactly.
Because I know that you can't
Yeah.
afford it. So
Yeah.
that, so you now getting the
Because it
fucking
makes it
car like that is
shit.
not,
Yeah.
it's not
You're kind
impressing
of like, oh,
me.
let's go for dinner. Oh, I ain't got no money. I said, well,
Yeah.
what are you doing with your money?
Yeah.
I don't understand. I
It's,
know there's you've got other things that you're not going to tell me that you're spending the money on, but child, like
yeah, but see, that's what I think. I think if you're borrowing money, I don't borrow money.
me, I'm never borrowing money from
There's
no
one
one.
person I
No.
borrow money off of, and that's my cousin, and that's
Hmm.
the only person I will
Yeah,
ever borrow money off. I don't borrow money like ever because for me, I'm just like, first of all, I don't want anyone to have anything on me.
that's the
So that if
thing.
I borrow now
Yeah,
£100 off you, and then I
yeah.
decide actually I want to get a takeaway, and then you see me having a takeaway, and you think you borrowed
This
a
is,
£100 off me,
and then you're
but
eating
but
takeaway.
you're out here in fucking Miller and Carter, and then you're thinking now a different way about me. Nah, I'm alright. I
Yeah,
don't want that feeling. Like
yeah.
I'm alright.
And I tend to not lend people money either. You
No,
know.
it's very hard. Like
Yeah,
I've actually come to realization because me and my cousin were speaking about it, and it was like I always want to help people, and I always want to
yes,
say like, oh yeah, can I borrow 50 quid? I'm like, yeah, it's fine. Like, and
yeah,
I'll borrow it, and it's fine, and I do get it back.
yeah,
But it's like, but then I'm enabling, like, I'm not actually helping you. I'm enabling you, and I'm
yes.
making you live a lifestyle that you can't afford.
That's the thing.
So you need to start budgeting maybe a little bit better, and then maybe if you are in like a tiz in like 6 months' time, then yeah, that's fine. But when it's like every week or every month, it's like, well, what are you
I
doing so
can't.
wrong? Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean? It's like, yeah,
yeah.
if it's once a year, everyone gets that moment where they need that
Exactly.
extra
It's
bit
just
of
like, oh,
help.
I just need that little 50 quid, even if it's like, I'm going to put 30 in the tank to
Yeah,
get me to where I need to
that's
get
it. And,
to,
you
and
know,
something else for food.
absolutely fine. But
Yeah.
when it's every
Yeah.
week, it's kind of like, what, like, what are you, where is it going so wrong? Because don't get me
Yeah.
wrong, we've all got bills,
Yeah.
we've all got
And
cars and all this
things
stuff, and we've got stuff to
creep up
run,
on
and stuff does
you.
creep up, yeah. But when it's every week, there's something going wrong in your budget that you
Yeah.
have to borrow because I can't even tell you the last time I borrowed money.
Yeah.
It was probably like last year sometime, and
Yeah,
it
I
was.
can't
Do you
tell
know what I
you the
mean?
last time.
It was.
I think mine is more from my parents because I wouldn't say my mum's got a gambling addiction, but she kind of has. She loves
Mm,
a bingo,
mm.
and it gets to that point where she will go and knock on people's doors
Oh God.
and ask them for money. Like it got to that point, and I feel shame
Yeah.
myself.
Yeah.
She's not coming and knocking my door because obviously she doesn't live near me.
Yeah.
But yeah, I that just kind of I think I've got my father's way of money thinking
Yeah.
because he's got like multiple houses and all that kind of stuff. But child, I didn't see any of that
Just.
money. Like I never ask him for money. Like I remember, I think the last time I asked my parents for money was maybe 10 years ago, maybe 15 years ago
Mm.
when I moved into here, and it was like. Child, I just paid deposit. I've just paid first month's rent. So I ain't got no money, mum. I just wanted £20 to just
Yeah.
go
Just to
downstairs
get a bit
and
of
get some
food. Yeah.
noodles.
Yeah.
Do you
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Get a
Like
bit of food.
get
Get
a
a bit of
couple.
whatever.
That is the that I think that's the last time I've ever like
Mm.
really borrowed money off them. The only time they give me money is if like birthday and stuff like that. But that's different. That's not
Yeah.
borrowing
That's not
money.
borrowing money.
Yeah,
I don't
but
even.
like I just never would ask for money, even though she's like, "Don't worry, if you can't pay for your rent this month, we'll pay for it." I said, "Stop lying." Like
No.
I know I've always got the
Do
money
you
for my
always
rent.
do you almost feel like I know if my mum I don't ask for money because I know it'll be thrown back in my face.
Mm,
So it's like she's not just giving it to me to be like, oh yeah, here I'll help you out.
yeah,
It's like there's an ulterior kind of
motive to it.
yeah.
Yeah,
So it's
yeah,
like,
yeah,
well, I helped you there. I
yeah.
did that. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? Like, well, that's
yeah.
what maybe that's just my mum, but that's what my mum's like. It's like so I will never ask her for money because I know
She'll throw it in your
it's not
face.
just oh yeah, here, Joe, don't worry about it. Like, give me back to
Yeah,
me when you can. It's like oh okay, I've given Jane £100 now.
I can
Okay.
ask
So
her.
I can
Yeah,
ask her for everything. Or if she's rude to me, I can say, but I gave you that £100 or whatever. But it's
this is the
like,
thing.
it's, do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I don't give money out. Like, I've stopped it now, but I don't help people for for me to know that I've got something over them, I help you because I've got more of a mean to help you at the moment
Yeah,
than you
yeah,
have.
like,
Do you know
oh,
what I mean?
I have got that spare £20 or
Yeah,
the
so I
spare
can
50
help
quid,
you
so
at that
that's
moment.
fine. I'm all right this month.
I don't.
There you go.
Yeah,
Have that. Yeah,
I'm not holding it against you to be like, oh my god,
yeah,
well you borrowed money off me last week.
yeah.
It's just
Basically, well, I would say my mum's very different like that because she would give her last £20 or
mm,
last £10. She's so given. She's a Cancer, so
yeah,
they're so emotional. And then
and
she's
so
so giving, and she's got such a heart, and she wears a heart on her sleeve.
yeah,
And sometimes her heart does get cracked, and I feel like I've have to talk her off, not off the ledge, but like talk her through things and be like, no, mum, like you got to not look at things like that because she's almost a person who gives to receive. And I said, you
okay,
need to stop being like that. Like you can't be like that in the world. Like it's
no,
only like simple things of she would say, oh, I feel like she would have a party so she gets presents. And I think you'd be the same with it.
and
Which everyone is like that. But
yeah,
I'm kind of like, I am not like that. I'm not going to throw a party just to get presents. Although you do think in the back of your mind, okay, I'm going to recoup some money
some
back
money back,
from
yeah.
doing this.
Did
But
someone leaves a couple of bottles or
like,
whatever?
I feel
Yeah.
like she leads with that. She's like, no, I'm going to get presents and I'm going to get money and I'm going to get
Okay.
this and
Well,
I'm going
first
to
of all, can I
like,
have some of your mum's friends, please? Because
oh
I'll
God,
be out
well,
here
in
having
Bedford,
parties, and
like it's such a community that they all go to each other's parties, and it's yeah,
see,
and
that's my. Do
yeah,
you know, like, when you think like, do you ever think about what your dream life is?
yeah. I want to be famous. Well,
It's
I
not
don't
me,
know,
guys.
remember. I just we're
But-
not famous, but like, yeah, I want to be kind of like well known. I said I've got time.
yeah, see,
I want people to know who I am because everyone. I've obviously I just met a new group of people from doing
yeah,
panto, and what is the first thing they say to me? Why don't you go on Big Brother?
yeah, I
Why don't
get
you
that
do
all the
yeah? Like
time.
why don't you go on this? Like
I'm
you've got
first of all, I'm
such
not
a
trying to get cancelled now.
this is
Big
the
Brother's not
thing.
old Big Brother where you weren't
Yeah,
getting cancelled. Right now,
yeah.
give me a couple glasses of prosecco,
And
and
my
I
mouth's
start.
too
My mouth
loose.
is just.
My
It's like
mouth
pissing
is
me off,
loose already.
and all
So
I say is the wrong thing just because
yeah,
I'm drunk, and I'm angry
and
at
you're
you now,
cancelled,
and that's it.
and you're an angry black
That's
woman.
it, and then you're done. Nice, I'm all right.
Mhm,
I don't need to go on there.
mhm.
But for me, my dream life is to live in like maybe a little village, in
Okay.
my nice house with an island, have a big
Oh,
garden,
yeah.
have a dressing room, kids who have their own
Oh,
rooms,
okay.
nice partner,
Yeah.
and plenty of kids.
Oh, do you want loads of
Loads of
kids
kids, like nice partner, loads of kids,
just
and then
running around?
as they get older, it's like when I'm now in my 60s,
You get a bungalow.
I'm doing the big Christmas at my house.
That would be
So I'm
cute.
going to
Yeah.
Costco and I'm buying because I do that anyway. When it was just
Same.
me, my partner, and the two kids, I would be doing
The
like the
most.
most, and no one's eating it because like it's just
This is
basically
the
it's adults
thing.
and it's two children.
Yeah.
But I just want that. That's all I want in life. It's a nice
Yeah.
partner, my nice house, and
Imagine
us
that,
just to be
like a
like
10-seater table.
that's it, all
And
done
it's,
up.
yeah, a lovely like
Yeah,
arrangement in the
every
middle.
little placemat,
Yeah.
you know.
Like,
Mother-in-law comes, my mum, my
yeah.
aunts, everyone, they come to my house. My house to be the hub of home. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
I've
Yeah,
always
yeah,
wanted
yeah.
that. That's all I want. I want my house to be the hub of that home. We
Yeah.
all go to my house for Christmas. We all go to
Yeah.
my house for Easter. We all go to my house for the big events. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like I am the host.
Yeah.
Like, that's
It's
all
kind
I
of it's
want.
hard because you haven't got siblings, have you?
No.
So like I find that as well because I would want that to happen for me. Like
Yeah.
I'll be the hub. So this Christmas, Merry Christmas, everyone. We forgot to say
Oh
actually,
yeah. 'Cause
Merry Christmas.
Wait, will this come out before Christmas? No, this one will
Yeah,
come
so
out.
yeah, this will come out
Part
before
one will
Christmas.
come out before
Yeah,
Christmas.
so
Part
this
two
is
will
gonna be a
come
little
out
part
after.
one. But yeah, Merry Christmas, everyone, and I hope you get drunk and enjoy EastEnders and rare. Oh, she's dribbling.
Should not be drinking prosecco at this
I
time.
forgot what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, I would love that to be like that. So I find back home, my parents' house is that kind of hub that
Yeah.
because my mum is the only girl, and it kind of got passed down because obviously my grandma. We used to go to my grandma's, then my grandma moved back to Grenada, then my grandma used to come only to my mum's house solely,
Okay.
like and
Yeah.
be there. So that was where everyone, because they wanted to see their mother,
So
so
everyone
everyone
comes
came
over.
to
Yeah.
ours, and even if it would be like Boxing Day, the house is packed. Like
Yeah.
my mum's side of the front, there's loads of them. Like, and then the cousins have got children as well, and
Everyone's just
and
over.
it is so it is
And it's
nice
so
actually.
fun. And
Like,
it's
and
just like
we're wild. We all grew up together, all the
yeah.
cousins. So it's like we're all wild and drinking, and like they know me, and like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
But yeah, that's all I want. Like,
Yeah,
that's my main goal in life, is to have my kids be happy, me be happy, with a nice partner. I say partner because it doesn't matter male or female. As long as I can have
yeah.
another baby, I'm alright. And we just live happily, and we live in
But
our family unit.
do you find it might be very expensive if you was with a woman to have a baby, or it might not be because you could just find someone who both of you feel is suitable, so you could just do it the natural way. Do you know what I
I
mean?
think I wouldn't do it that way, because I would never want. I think I would probably want to carry, but then
Mm,
if obviously I was with a woman and she hadn't carried and wanted to carry, it
yeah,
would make sense for her at least to carry the first,
yeah,
right? Like, and then
yeah,
I could carry
yeah.
again.
Because can you not do something like, can they not put her egg in you?
No,
And
because I've got my own eggs.
I thought they could put like, cause
I
so
don't
it kind
know.
of makes it a mixture of both of you.
I don't know. I
There's
don't
some
know
sort
how.
of science that's going on there that they can
Yeah,
do,
that would be very expensive.
or maybe it just be
Sponsor.
you have to do this. Not this child is mine, but do you know what I
I
mean?
think it would probably, like, if it was for me
Yeah,
and I would have a female partner, I would probably want it if she was going to carry, she uses her egg.
yeah,
Obviously it's still both our babies,
yeah,
and I don't know, if she was white, then we get a black sperm, so then the baby splits race.
yes,
Or if she was black, then we just carry
yeah,
on. Or do
yeah,
you know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah,
Or like whatever race. It's just so that we're both represented
yeah.
in the child.
Because I feel that I'll be the same because if I was with a partner, it would be either my child or their child.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't would have to have two children.
No, but
I
then it
want
wouldn't
four
be like
though.
that though.
It
Because it
would be
would, no, but it
because,
wouldn't, because
but no, it would still be our children,
yeah,
but
but like,
that one would be
yeah,
biologically
but
my
you wouldn't. I don't
child.
think you'd even think about it like that.
True,
I don't
true.
think you would even think. I don't think once you're in the point of having those children, you see the love that you have for those children, and
Yeah,
the love that the other person has for those children.
yeah.
Biology becomes like second nature.
Nothing.
Do you know
Yeah,
what I mean? You don't even think about it. Like,
yeah,
you just don't, because there's so much love and there's so much. It's like, okay, but right, you could have not been biologically mine, but I
yeah.
still would have loved you exactly the same.
That's like, well, there's so many men out there who are raising children and
Yeah,
shit like that. Do you know what I
and
mean? Who are not there,
it's
and
very
women like
it's a
people who
very
are
good thing. And I
stepmothers
think
and
if you're going to be a step parent, like, and you're going to get with someone that has a child, or you're going to blend your families,
hmm
the best thing that you can do is just take that child on as your own, and not like, if I was to meet someone now, I don't particularly want a father or
hmm
whatever for my children because they've got a
yes,
father,
yeah, yeah,
but the things that I want is father tendencies. So you
yeah,
treat
yes,
my children the same
yeah,
way that you treat our children that we have
yeah,
together. You give my children the advice and all that stuff that you'd give your own children and stuff like that.
yeah.
But
You need to be that
it's not you
man
taking them
figure
on and
there,
being
like
like,
yeah,
oh,
yeah,
I'm now their dad and blah blah blah.
yeah.
It's more like,
Don't come and be
no,
putting hand on my child
yeah.
and
Do you know what
shit
I
like
mean? It's
that.
more
Yeah,
like, oh, okay,
yeah,
right. We are now a family, so
yeah.
we
We're a
are.
unit.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
a unit, so it doesn't matter that you're not biologically mine. It doesn't matter that you have another father.
Mm.
And I'd hope that their dad would do that the same with their potential partner. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because that is what we all want, right? Like, I wouldn't think, if he had a girlfriend that didn't like my kids, well, my kids ain't coming to your house now.
This is the thing. Well, that's what I was
It's just
gonna
that simple.
say.
I don't care about
You
your
could never
girlfriends.
be with anyone
Yeah,
if they don't like your kids or your kids don't. Would you say?
there's a lot of people that do that though.
So would you be with someone
No,
if your children didn't like them?
it would depend on the reasons, and
Okay.
only simply because if you're just saying, oh, well, he's not my dad, because you've got a kind of allegiance to your daddy,
Yeah.
then yeah, I would, because you're a child, you don't understand the
Yeah.
adults, you don't understand the navigations of adults. If you have reasons that, oh, well, he shouts too much, or I just don't think he's right for you, or do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then maybe I'll take it on
You kind of
board.
you'll be like,
But if
okay,
you're
this
just like,
child's hearing
yeah,
something different that
you
I'm
know,
not hearing. Yeah,
but
yeah, yeah.
if it's just that, well, he's just not my dad, and I love my dad. It's like, well, okay, well, I know you love your dad, and I have a certain love for your dad as well.
But I like
But I
this
love
this
this person as
person. Yeah,
well.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
and I get that, and I'm never going to force you to think this man is your dad, because he's
Yeah.
not, and that's not what I want anyway. But yeah, I don't know. I think we're very quick to give children too much power in our relationships,
Yeah, that's
and it's
true.
they do need a certain amount of power, but they're still
Yeah.
children.
Yeah.
So it's like they do need a certain, like, you need to hear them and you need to hear their
Yeah.
voice, but
I
there's
feel like
something that they
children
don't
shouldn't be
understand.
involved in your relationship. Say if
No,
you're starting to meet someone, I feel like a good maybe 6 months to a year
mm.
before they start seeing or
No,
knowing who your
exactly.
child is. Yeah,
I would tell, obviously, I'll
yeah,
tell about I've got children
yeah.
and blah
You'll
blah. I
speak and
might show
say and show
pictures and
pictures,
whatever,
but meeting in like physical
Yeah,
terms.
but you wouldn't meet my
Yeah,
children until I know that
yeah,
we're serious, in the sense that we're moving towards something bigger.
yeah,
or
Because it could be a whirlwind, and you'll be like, "Oh my god,
Yeah.
we've been together for a month, and he said he wants to marry me." Blah
exactly.
blah
And
blah blah
there's
blah.
so many people that
Who
introduce
that
their
happens?
kids
Yeah.
way too fast. And I think
Yes.
that I've
Yeah.
got so many people on my Facebook and just people that I've heard about in general, and they're introducing men or women to their kids every fucking other day.
Yeah.
And it's like, you don't even get what that is doing to your
This is
kids.
the
Like
thing.
my mum, and my dad, I don't actually ever really remember them being together.
Mm.
Like, I don't really remember it. Like,
Yeah.
they broke up before I was ever cognizant,
Or
whatever.
even
Like,
thought about
Yeah, no, like
before you
I
were
could
able
think.
to. Oh,
Before
well,
I, whatever that word is,
yeah.
whatever it is.
I don't even
But
know. I was
cognitive.
gonna say let me just not
Anyways,
say nothing.
whatever those words are. Also, my partner needs to know that I'm not particularly well adverse.
The vocabulary is there, but it's not there.
It's just not there. I know the word that I mean. I just don't know
Yeah,
what the word
exactly.
is.
Yeah.
So I don't remember that, but my mum never, which I feel bad for her in a little bit, but she never brought another man in the house.
Oh, really?
Not for the whole. I've never seen mum with another man ever.
But
maybe that's her point. And
she must have been getting on bad and got a leg over somewhere.
She might have,
But she never brought it
but
home.
It was never ever home. So maybe she was doing whatever she was doing when I went to my aunt's house or went to my dad's or whatever. But maybe it never got serious enough for her to bring someone home, which I respect her for, because I've seen plenty of women that are bringing men in and out of the house, in and out, and I've got boys as well, right?
Yeah.
So for me,
you're gonna see that a lot.
It's like, and boys, like, they need like stable male figures.
Yes,
like they do need stable male figures. So if I'm out here and I've got Greg tomorrow and I've got James the next day and I've got Philip the next day and I've got this person,
they're gonna be like, my mum's a slut.
My mum's just a slut. Like, what's she doing?
Yeah.
Like, what's she doing?
A dirty bitch.
Let
me just treat women the same like
way,
that.
Yeah, like, they just do whatever. Like, what's she doing? It's not these ain't your friends. They know that the man's coming in and sleeping in your bed. Do you know what I mean? And all this stuff.
Know, yes.
They know all this stuff.
Yeah.
Like, they know that, because they know the difference between when you come round
yes.
to when I'm with their dad and when we were together.
Exactly.
Like, you know, the kind of relationship and whatever.
Because they saw bum moving.
Marcus, you want social to go? Fucking social. Don't get social with me, yeah. That's the friendship that we've got. All right, cool. I see how it is.
The social can't come for that. That's just a natural thing.
Yeah, it is a natural thing.
The child should have been sleeping.
Yeah.
That was his business.
But,
he's traumatized now.
Remember when Daddy was tickling you?
Yeah, that's it, tickling you.
Shut up.
But he was naked, tickling. Yeah, we tickle naked. Mind your business.
Mind your fucking business. Go to sleep. Who told you to be awake?
Exactly.
It was big at night time as well, not even in daytime. Just nighttime, just there.
I know we have to go, like, we've gone back on that, but what did you do? Did you freeze?
So what happened? So, like, the doors obviously closed and all this stuff.
Yeah.
And then obviously you're in a moment, right? And then, for some reason, I just like looked up and I was like, "Oh my god!" Like, the door was already open, so God knows how he must have been there for maybe about 30 seconds.
So he saw movement.
Yeah. So I thought, "Oh my god, so go to sleep, right?" But then I was like, because it was nighttime, and it was like it wasn't like he'd just gone to bed; he was asleep. I was hoping that he would think it's a dream. Do you know what I mean? Like,
he's sleeping.
He just tried to come into mummy and daddy's bed, and then he's. Do you know what I mean? Like, he's just thinking, like, he's still in that kind of sleepy mode.
He's just like, they're just tickling each other.
Yeah, then he fucking wakes up. What were you doing last night?
I
said,
you
nothing.
said none of your business.
I said, nothing. What are you even on about? Like, gaslighting him real big.
Yeah.
What are you even on about? No, you're dreaming.
He's like, Mum, I was awake. I heard, because I thought you were in pain.
No, Daddy was just tickling me.
But what are you going to do when you find them playing with themselves?
I don't know.
Because it's going to happen.
Do you know what?
And then when they actually find out, like, that's when it kicks in.
Yeah.
And it's going to be happening all the time. You're going to find crispy socks.
Oh, God.
You're going to find those kind of things.
Say to single mothers and to mothers or widowed mother or whatever, anyway, you're single mother, right?
Yeah.
If you've got a man in your life that you trust, whether that's cousin, brother, uncle, dad, whatever it is, maybe it might not be their paternal father or whatever, please let them talk to your children, because...
Oh, would you let... Okay.
I don't... What am I talking to you about? I don't know.
Yeah.
I can't talk to you about stuff that I don't know.
It is a natural thing.
It is a natural thing, but I don't know that. I don't know what it is to wake up with your first,
Listen, and
I don't
have
know
a
what
wet
it is,
dream
or
and all
what
that
it is
kind of stuff.
when you want to start like, and I don't know what that is. I don't know what it feels like. I can read as much, but I don't know the feeling. I don't know what. Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah, if I had a daughter and she got her first period, yeah, it's very easy for me to talk about that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Same way, like, if you're a single dad, it's like, yeah, if you've got a woman that you trust, let the woman talk to the kids because as much as you read, you've never been through it. You'll never understand it.
Yeah.
So it's like, I'm lucky that they've got their dad and they've got other men in their life that they can talk to. Like, they've got my cousins, they've got, like, even you, like, just they've got people in their life that they can talk to. But I don't know. So, like, I don't know what I'm going to do. All I'm just hoping is that I'm just not there, like, when it first happens. And I don't walk in because I don't want to be traumatized. I'm all right.
Well, all of a sudden, you're going to be traumatized.
All of a sudden, every time I'm looking at a man, I'm seeing my child. No.
But now, then he's going to start being longer in the shower because he's just finding places which is secret for him to do his business.
Which is
because you have to relieve yourself.
It's literally like why my plan is by like next year I want to move into a 3-bed because obviously they're 7 and 11, so there's a decent age gap, and like once you hit like 11 and you start going to secondary school,
you try and turn into big man.
And it's like then you have your own feelings and he's going through the hormones and all this stuff. So it's like being around little brother is not. I know that some people have to. Yeah. But for me, if I can and I'm in a position I can move to a 3-bed. Yeah. I would rather them have their own separate rooms because I would rather like James have his own space. Yeah. Because Noah is going to be traumatized when this happens the first time because he's gonna hear it. Yeah, he is gonna hear it. Be like, "What were you doing last night, Jaden? I had beating on the stick. Yuck." But you've got to talk about these things. You do. You have to just be like transparent because it is a natural thing and it's gonna happen. And I'm just like, oh my god. And then I'm like, I don't know. Like for me, because people say to me, what would you do like when they want to bring girls in that house, blah blah. And it's like, first of all, my kids ain't bringing girls in that house because you're gonna respect women. So hopefully they will have the respect for women to know that I'm not just gonna be out here just using women just because of my own needs. I get it. Like, you're going to have needs. Well, at 14, you shouldn't be even having sex. But do you know what I mean? Anyway, so it's like you're not just going to be out here bringing women. And first of all, if you want to do that, fucking find your own money and go to a hotel. Exactly. If you want to bring, because my house is not no hotel. Having some little scallywag in my house just looking at my clothes. No, thank you. Well, she won't be looking at clothes. She'll be looking at something else. Yeah, but then she sees my Ugg boots on and says, "Oh my god, your mum's got well good fashion." No, she's not worrying about you, child. She's worrying about her man. Oh god. It's not about you. It's about Jaden getting his leg over. Yeah, but she'll see my clothes. And she'll be like, oh my god, what? Are you going to let her in the room? My clothes. When my coat's hanging up on the door and she's thinking, wow. That's a nice coat. And they see me and they think, oh wow, your mum's young. She is not worrying about you. Oh god. Jaden's got a little friend at the moment. Right? I won't say her name. No, I won't say her name, but it's bad, but it's funny. Anyways, the teacher calls me and these two, there's a little girl. Oh, okay. But I've heard about this little girl and the reason I've heard about her because her mum's my age and they're the only two in the class that have young mums. Same, okay. Like everyone else's mum's like older. So, oh yeah, so and so's mum's 30, like you just turned 30, and I was like, oh okay. And then these two, like the teacher was like, it's really it's nice, but it's bad to see because the way that these two are bouncing off each other. Oh. So it's like they're bantering, but it's getting naughty because they're bantering, but they're bantering so much that it's getting naughty. Yes, yeah, but they're having so much fun together. She was like, it's nice to see, but it's like it's getting to the point where both of them need to just stop because it's getting naughty. Yeah. I said, what do you fancy? I said, nah, she's my friend. I said, oh. I said, but what about the other girls? Don't talk to them like that. I said, no, but she's funny. Like, I like her. I was like, fair enough. But I said, listen to me. You ain't like the other kids in your school. Because if you want to carry on fucking around, you'll be straight on a flight to Uganda. All I've got to do is make one phone call to your grandma and you're gone. You're gone. And people do that, you know. Like, you are gone. All I've got to do is make a phone call to grandma. We'll get you in the school tomorrow. You're gone. Wow. So if you want to carry on fucking around, carry on fucking around. And the only reason I'm so strict on him is because I see what my mum was saying to me. Yeah. She was like, have fun. It's school, have fun. But focus when you need to focus. Yes. But I didn't focus when I needed to focus. So when I see the thing back and I look back and I think, if I focused at that moment and I still had the fun, I would have been fine. But because I didn't focus, it's like, I was having a fun, but all my friends were still focusing. There was only like 3 of us that weren't, but we were just like, fuck it, whatever. And then when you look at the 3 of us now compared to the 3 of us, the other 3 that were focusing, is when you look at where they are in life. I'm not saying that they're all happy in this, but when you look at like their careers and all this stuff that they're doing now, they had a step up because they then went to uni and they went.
And
Do you know what I mean? So they
did
had
all
to
the
step up.
Yeah.
So it's like not that my
Yeah.
life is bad,
Yeah.
but it's like I could have been a lot further ahead
Yeah.
where I am now. But it's hindsight, isn't it? Like
That's
I could
the
have,
thing,
I could have
innit?
been, I
And
might
like,
not have been.
we
But
don't know our path in life and all
no,
that kind of shit.
no.
And like, as much as you can manifest stuff and bring stuff into your life, but you still don't know the journey that you're
But you're
gonna
gonna go
take.
to
Yes,
get that things
exactly.
or whatever.
Yeah,
Do you know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah. No,
It's
it's
like
so
now,
true.
like I know, like you know when we talk about manifesting and stuff now, right? When I look and I tell you about that life that I want,
Yes, yeah,
I
yeah,
know 100% I'm gonna get it.
yeah. You
Because
do have
I
to.
know that I went through whatever I went through and like, all this stuff that I went through and the kids and all this stuff, not for just a small reason. I went
Yeah.
there because I know that there's a bigger thing and there's someone out there for me that we're
Yeah.
gonna have that life together. It's just a bit
Yeah,
later than
you
it just I wanted
you've
it
got
to
to
be.
wait for it, but I'm kind of sick and tired of waiting for someone now. You know
Yeah,
what I
me too.
mean?
But I say that, but then
Yeah.
I've like it's like as much as I want to date, I'm not ready to date.
This,
So do you know what I
yeah,
mean? So for
it's
me,
true.
it's just like as much as I want to.
It's only in those lonely moments where I'm kind of like, oh, I just wish someone was here.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
Where
But I
any other time, like I find my me days and do what I need
yeah.
to do, and
But when you're sitting there
like,
overnight time, and you think,
yeah, I'm just like, I'd just be nice
yeah,
to just have someone
kids go to
here.
bed. I think
Do you know what I mean?
that's why like, when the kids go to bed, I get straight in bed. I
Oh, do
watch my TV
you?
program. I go to sleep. Yeah,
I
make
know
sure
what you mean,
I make
though.
sure everything's done in my house so that when they're going to bed, I can then go to bed. That I don't have to then tidy up and
Yeah.
do all that stuff and blah
Yeah,
blah.
which
So
that's what some parents do,
yeah, so
don't
it's
they?
just
They're
so
kind of,
I
oh,
make
let me
sure
do.
that
Yeah,
the last hour of their awake time, I'm then tidying around, doing all
yeah,
this stuff and getting uniforms ready and whatever. So that by the time they go to bed, all I got to do is take Melly outside quickly, come back in,
done.
and then we go to bed, and that's it. And I watch TV for a couple of hours,
Yeah,
but it's like, but I'm not sitting there in my lounge because when I sit in there in my lounge, I'm just like,
and doing
oh,
nothing. Yeah,
where's
no,
my
I hear
partner
you.
to fiddle with me underneath the blanket?
Innit? Fiddle with you. God, I know what you mean, though, innit? Just have a little fiddle and be like,
A
oh
little
my
fiddle.
God, we're naked.
Oh shit!
Shit. Oh
Shit.
God, shit everywhere. Imagine. But anyway, let's cut it there, and then
Yeah.
we're gonna do a little part 2. But I
Yeah.
just want to say Merry Christmas to
No,
everyone.
he's an idiot because
Why?
basically this is going to come out on Wednesday the
I can't remember.
20th.
Oh yes.
And he's saying Merry Christmas now. So I'm not going to say it now because
It
he's an idiot.
is.
Because no, you're supposed to say it on the next episode because that will come out. Oh, no, wait.
No, so I'm right.
Yeah, you are right. Yeah,
Hey.
he's not an idiot. I'm an idiot.
Exactly. So take that
Okay,
back.
yeah, so because obviously the next episode will be after Christmas. So, all right, so he's
So
not
the
an
next one
idiot.
I'll be like Happy New Year.
we might try and get a few episodes out in between, but we're not going to lie to you guys and say that we can.
We're
because
busy.
We're busy and we're
Yeah.
going to be over the
Yeah,
Christmas
gotta just
period.
enjoy the Christmas period.
The rosé prosecco be rosé prosecco in.
I need to buy some actually. I haven't stocked up on that.
I was just shaking.
I've
Sorry.
got all.
Asda, guys, we're not getting promoted by them. We should do.
What they doing?
So you buy 6 bottles.
I've seen it on telly.
25%. No, Marcus, it actually works.
Oh.
Me and Paul got 6 bottles the other day, right? £30.
Yes, I've seen it.
£30. I
So
said, what?
yeah, that does work out good, doesn't
It
it?
works out good because usually we're paying like what, £8, £9 a bottle.
That's true. Yeah.
6
I might
bottles
have to
for
do it.
£30.
Buy
I
little
was
bottles.
like, yes. That reminds me. On my way home, I'm gonna have to ask Paul to let's go Asda quickly
Yeah.
to stop up because I don't know when it ends.
That's the thing. I might have to go Asda after this.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
let me
don't
just
know
get
when
and
it
just
ends.
stock up.
But yeah, anyways, go to Asda
Yeah.
if you like rosé prosecco.
Yeah, if you want a little rosé prosecco. But Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, guys, and we love you so much, and thank you for following everything. Send it to your friends, send it to everyone in your life,
Yeah.
and we do love you guys. So
Love ya. Bye.
Bye.